Level 1. The first day. The door closes behind you. Not slams, closes. That's the first thing that surprises you. You expected chaos, screaming. The movies lied. What you get instead is silence. Cold, calculated silence. You're wearing a number now. Not a name. A number. The officer doesn't look at you when he hands you the folded uniform. He's done this 10,000 times. You are not a person to him. You are a bed assignment. Block C, bottom bunk, cell 14. Your cellmate is already there when you arrive. He's reading. Doesn't look up, doesn't speak, just moves his feet slightly so you can pass. That's your welcome. You sit on the edge of the mattress. It's thin, thinner than you imagined. The pillow smells like industrial detergent and someone else's fear. You have 18 months. That's what your lawyer said. 18 months, good behavior, you're out. Simple, clean, just survive. You don't know yet that survival here is its own kind of career. Dinner is at 5. The cafeteria is loud and organized at the same time. Loud with noise. Organized with invisible rules. Who sits where? Who doesn't look at who? Which tables are claimed territory and which ones are no man's land? You pick the wrong table. Not the most wrong table, but wrong enough. A man with a scar along his jaw just stares at you until you move. You move. You eat standing up that first night, back against the wall, watching everything. That instinct, watching everything, that instinct will save your life, but it will also change it forever. Level 2, the education. By week 2, you understand the economy. There is no money here, not technically, but there is everything money can buy. Cigarettes, phone time, extra food, protection, information. Everything has a price. Everything is a transaction. Your cellmate's name is Marcus. You find this out not because he tells you, but because you hear a guard say it. Marcus has been here 4 years. He has 2 more to go. He runs a small operation. Nothing dramatic. He lends things. Collects later. Simple interest. He watches you for 10 days before he speaks. You're not stupid, he finally says one evening. That's dangerous here. You ask him why. He doesn't answer, just goes back to his book. But the next morning he shows you something. Not tells you, shows you. He points to 3 different men in the yard. He tells you who each man reports to, who each man owes, who each man is afraid of. It's a map, an invisible map. And once you see it, you cannot unsee it. You start learning the language, not words, signals. A look held 1 second too long, a shoulder turned a specific way, who stands closest to the door during count, who always finishes eating first. By the end of month 1, you understand more about power than most people learn in a lifetime. Because out there, power hides itself. Here, power is the only currency that matters, and it's always visible if you know how to look. You start to look. Level 3, the first favor. It starts with something small. A man named Dexter asks you to deliver a message. Not contraband, not anything physical, just words. Just walk past cell 9 in block D during afternoon movement and say Thursday is good to the man inside. That's it. You say no the first time. Dexter nods, walks away. No anger, no threat, just acceptance. But that night, the hot water in your block stops working for 3 days. Your food tray arrives with less on it every single meal. Small things, deniable things. On the 4th day, Dexter asks again. This time you say yes. You walk past cell 9. You say the 4 words. You don't even look at the man inside. You just say it like you're talking to the wall and keep moving. That's all. Nothing happens. Nobody gets hurt. The world continues turning, but something shifts. The next day your food tray is full again. The hot water is back. And Marcus gives you the smallest nod at breakfast. The kind of nod that means you passed something, a test you didn't know you were taking. Dexter finds you in the yard that afternoon. You're good at this, he says. 2 weeks later, he asks again. This time the message is slightly different. A folded piece of paper, pressed into your palm so fast you barely feel it. You deliver it. Level 4, the reputation. You've been here 8 months now. Something is different. People make space for you in the cafeteria. Not a lot, Just enough. Just a few inches of space that didn't exist before. You've been useful. Quietly, consistently useful. And in a world built on who you know and what you've done, useful is its own kind of armor. Dexter introduced you to a man called Priest. Nobody knows Priest's real name. Nobody asks. He runs the northeastern corner of the yard. Priest uses you as a runner. Messages, timing, coordination. You're precise, discreet, and clean. You've never been searched with anything on you because you've been careful about that specifically. Marcus tells you one night that people like you don't leave. 3 additional months, a disciplinary note. Something you were near but didn't do. Didn't matter. Level 5, the promotion. Month 14. Priest calls you into the corner of the yard. He tells you there's a shift happening. The man who handles his operations in Block A is being transferred. He needs someone who can move quietly between wings. Someone officers don't watch too closely. Someone with a clean record inside. He's looking at you when he says all of this. You understand what he's asking. Nobody bothers your family on the outside. By the end of the month, you're managing an entire corridor. You have people now. Not friends. People. There's a difference. You're 23 years old. You feel 50. Level 6 or the weight. Power in here doesn't feel like power in the movies. It feels like waking up every morning already tired, because in your sleep your mind is still running the calculations. Who hasn't paid? Who's been talking too much? You have a phone now. Contraband, obviously. But you have it. It's kept in a place officers don't check. A situation develops in Block A. A man named Rollo decides he wants to expand. He starts moving things in territory that isn't his. Priest tells you to handle it. You send 2 people. Nothing permanent. Nothing that lands in a report. Just a conversation with enough physical emphasis that Rollo understands the geography very clearly. It works. That night you can't sleep. Not because of guilt, exactly. More because you understand that you've just crossed something. Level 7. The king 18 months in, and you are not the same person who walked through that door. You're 23 years old and you run the most organized underground economy in a facility that holds 800 men. Your remaining sentence is 4 months. That invisible throne built out of information and fear and logistics, it has a gravity to it. The yard is yours now. The corridors are yours. The economy runs through you. Level 8, the fracture. A man talks too much to his girlfriend on a monitored line. A payment gets traced. A guard who was looking the other way suddenly has a reason to look directly. An investigation opens. You spend 72 hours quietly dismantling what you can. Severing connections. Communicating through channels that don't exist on paper. But some things can't be dismantled fast enough. Level 9, the reckoning new charges. Your lawyer sits across from you in the visitation room and does not look confident. Not the few months you had left. Years. Your mother comes the following Sunday. She knows something is wrong. She's known for a while. She doesn't ask questions anymore, but her eyes do. You sit across from her behind the glass and you look at your hands. These hands have passed messages, packages. Level 10, the verdict. 7 years. That's what they give you. The courtroom is quiet when the judge reads it. You walk back into the facility. He reminds you of someone. He reminds you of you. And he looks at you the way you once looked at Priest. The question is who walks out. The ranking system doesn't care about your name. Only your number. Only your level. And you climbed every single one.